It's Brenda, and I'm coming to you on my new iMac. I'm going to use my webcam and try a different format and see what I think of that. Instead of sometimes I record and I set a camera on my table and then I talk to the camera. This is kind of difficult because the light is up there where I'm supposed to be looking, so it looks like I'm looking at you instead of at myself. So bear with me while I get used to that. And I wanted to give you a weekly recap. Today is January 4th. 2014. And so I wanted to kind of go over some things that happened in the last week or two, how I'm feeling, what I'm up to, and some of my goals for 2014. So let's get started. First thing, the big thing on January 1st is I started eating healthy. The key here is to love myself enough to deny myself things today that make me feel good today, and to consistently have a lifestyle that will help me to be healthy and to heal and be pain-free. That's kind of the goal, right? That's something that a lot of us that have been on this journey for a long time, that is always the goal, is to lose weight, be healthy, and feel good about ourselves. So, and I found a diet that incorporates a lot of the things I've done in the past, but with a few tweaks that's really supposed to help with inflammation. So I'll go over that. Uh, I started on January 1st and my weight was 220. So I did write down some things. What I'm doing is the anti-inflammation diet. There's a couple doctors' websites and YouTube videos that you can check out that are from Dr. Wheel, W-E-I-L, yeah, and Dr. Meschino, which is Meschino. And both of them have really good websites with videos that you can watch. There's also, they both have YouTube channels with some great videos regarding health, eating, healing for, and eating for to heal your body when you have certain ailments. One of the things that I've been researching is inflammation and arthritis, because I think a lot of the issue today and a lot of the disease that people experience comes from your immune system and what you're putting into your body, and your how your body is processing those foods, and then your gut, so your digestion. So it goes hand in hand. You need to make sure that all of those processes are working and that you're putting the things in your body that your body can digest properly and not cause you more issues with your digestion, which will then lead to more inflammation also. You can look up the anti-inflammation diet. There is not a lot of stuff on it, honestly, which is interesting. I don't know why there's not a lot on it, because I do think that it is a great diet, and I think that a lot of people would feel better and would lose weight because your body's processing things properly. So it is similar to the Virgin Diet. I've talked about the Virgin Diet before. A big difference with this is you don't have an elimination phase, so you don't have to cut everything out. You just automatically start eating a certain way. I already know that I'm sensitive to eggs. I don't have a sensitivity to soy, dairy sometimes, but I don't really, I haven't experienced many issues, and I know that I don't have a sensitivity to peanuts. At this point, I'm not eating peanuts. I am eating cashews because peanuts are pretty much all processed GMO, and I'm trying to really stay away from the chemicals as much as possible and eat as clean as possible. I have been on clean eating before. I've made videos on that in 2009. That's basically what I focused on, was clean eating, just eating as much organic as I can, cutting out as much processed foods and chemicals as I could. See a reaction. You don't see a reaction normally because it's in your system all the time and it's building up, and that's where people get sick or have immune system issues, is because if you think of it like a tipping scale, your body, you're filling up a bucket, and it can take so many toxins. Some people can take more than others, and some people have been have those chemicals introduced more than others, so their bucket like fills up. But once that bucket fills up, you've tipped your body to a certain direction, and at this point you start seeing illness and weight gain and just low energy, fibromyalgia, all these things, arthritis, and it's your bucket is overflowing and your body cannot process the toxins anymore. So the best thing to do is to take those toxins out of your body as much as possible and eat as clean as possible, and you will start to heal. You will feel better. So that's what I'm going to be doing. One thing that is interesting on the anti-inflammation diet is you do not eat high-fat animal meat like red meat or fatty meats. And the big reason is because it causes what's called arachidonic acid. I think that's pronounced arachidonic acid. Look it up. It's arachidonic acid, and that is your body then processes that into prostaglandin series 2, which is what causes inflammation in our body, and that is from red meat. So if you know that red meat can cause this chemical to be released in your body when it's processing the foods and digesting the foods, if you cut that out, it will make a big difference. And I have noticed lately, when I have ate red meat, I don't eat red meat very often, but when I have, I do have a flare-up. I have noticed my pain has increased. So I'm going to try cutting that out and really looking at that a little bit more and doing more research on kind of the chemical aspects of it and why your body reacts this way or that way. With work, I wanted to give an update on work. I had talked to you about the fact that I was going for a promotion at work, and I got a call on Wednesday was New Year's, and Thursday I went back to work. I got a call on Thursday that they had chosen someone else. I was really disappointed, and at first I was pretty angry about it because I felt like I was the best candidate, and I didn't even move into the interview stage, and I felt that was it wasn't a positive experience because I'm in the role already, so I understand if they have a different direction that they want to go, but I think that I deserve to have them talk to me about that direction since I'm going to be supporting it. So some things didn't happen the way that I had hoped that they would happen, and it was handled in a way that, honestly hurt my feelings, and made me question if, corporate world is the right place for me. It's a different environment. It's a very metric-driven, numbers-based organization, and I think I'm more of a relationship leader. I enjoy having relationship with people. They work hard for me because they know that I support them. I hold people to a high standard. I look at the numbers. And I'll coach to a certain degree on numbers. But overall, it's like, okay, if people are happy and they like what they're doing, they're going to work harder at that. If they know that they're supported and that their leaders care about them and see them as a person, they're going to work hard for you. And once you lose that confidence that your leaders are supporting you and that they see you and they find you as relevant, it's at that point that employees start to feel like, they don't matter. And that's actually when people start looking, I think, for new opportunities. And that's not a bad thing. If you are in a position and you do not feel that you're relevant or that the vision that leaders have for that position is what your strengths are, then that's okay. Those are moments when you kind of have to look inside and see what makes you a strong leader and a strong person and somebody that people want to support, and what drives that passion and what makes you happy. And it's in those moments when you think, oh my gosh, this didn't go the way that I want it to go, but I'm not going to become a victim in it. I am going to take this and learn from it and write things down as you're going through this process. This first thing I started doing is writing things down. How am I feeling? What are my thoughts? Really delve into that of why you're feeling that. Is it an emotional response because of, you know, how you were treated, or is it an emotional response because you feel it was wrong, or you feel it was right, or whatever? And see what you come up with. It's really interesting, and I found that it's in those moments when we're disappointed and we feel kind of we didn't get what we were working towards. We felt, you know, maybe you felt like you deserved it. You felt like you were the right fit for it. It was a good direction, and then you don't understand kind of where that's going, and that's okay. Um, Everybody has different plans. The point where you become either a victim or a victor in that situation is right here. It's how you react to it, and it's how you take that information and what you do with it. You know, I came home after work. I really sat down and I thought about, okay, was this position something that would truly have made me happy? Was I passionate about it? You know, what I was passionate about was the fact that it was going to put me in a direction that where I'm at right now I wasn't able to go into, and that's construction and engineering. And you know, and I don't even know if that I was putting myself that position was going in that direction. I don't know if it was. Um, and I don't think it was now, honestly, or they would have looked to me to lead it because I'm strong in engineering and construction. No, they want it to go in a sales direction, and I'm not a salesperson. You know, I can sell and I can lead people and I can lead salespeople, but I'm not. That's not purely my gifts. I'm not. I don't want to be a salesperson. So what do I feel passionate about? Well, it's definitely the engineering side and the construction side and the leading people and training people and kind of the field stuff, field ops, because I'm in the telecommunication industry, and it's important to me to know that um, Seattle or the metro area, that there's service for people to use to gain access, because the internet is such a passion for me. Um, Social media, being able to be connected to the world is what I do as a hobby, and it's what I do for work. And so I'm really passionate about that. And so what am I going to do with that? I don't really know yet. I'm looking for opportunities. What kind of opportunities are going to come? I'm not going to make a drastic change at this point. I want to see what happens. A certain thing. And if you notice, my username on YouTube is Lighten Up, 2 words. And it used to be Lighten Up 2009 and I changed it to Lighten Up because it's not 2009 anymore. And Google, they want you to actually have your name, but I wanted my username as my name. And so there's been some back and forth with that and how it looks on Google Plus and how I get my messages and how I respond. So I'm hoping now that I have the iMac that will be different because I can do everything on this computer and not just on my iPad. So I'm looking forward to being more consistent and learning to make better content. I've got iMovie, but I want to make sure that I'm putting on videos that you enjoy watching. So if there's any suggestions, anything that you would like me to do a video on, any questions that you have for me like that you would like me to do a video regarding, let me know and I will try and do that for you. Well, I hope that you all enjoyed my video and that you're having a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching and for subscribing to me. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.